Hello, welcome back. We have not one but two messages this turn. First up, Miclan. Did you all know that Year 1 Hell Wars are confirmed as bad for your health and may lead to diseases such as Bad Gamer, Terrible Gamer, Unwise Gamer, Dishonorable Gamer, Wizard Dyslexia, and Bad Posting? Google, don't attack purple in Year 1, it's rude. To learn more. Yeah, I think someone has attacked purple, so expect more messages. And also a message from Katiz. Dear friends, it has come to our attention that very few of our neighbours, if any, have scales. We are dismayed to hear this. We have heard whispers of something known as a scales build, and we hope such a thing has been adopted worldwide. It is not your fault that you lack scales, but it is your responsibility to seek them. The grand lizards of Katiz are always willing to provide cold-blooded assistance when requested. Your friends in Lizard D. It is. There we go. Yeah, very interesting developments in global diplomacy. Let's check out Ligria next. So sending the Sacred into... Actually, this is really small. Are these even worth watching? I don't know. How did I just put this battle on a speed that isn't selected? What did I just do? Shouldn't one of these things in the top right be highlighted? That was weird. Anyway. Let's fast forward through it. Oh, the javelins worked very well that time. Oh, you guys don't have shields. Okay. Well, yeah. Javelins, pretty good against unshielded units. Where are you going? Oh, I was going to say we're going to speed up to him easily, but I guess my guys just saved him for last. We're going to watch... You're going to watch your friends die first. There's Ligger, anyway. Yeah, pretty easy for the Sacreds. Trollland next with the dragon. This was also pretty small, yeah. I see more breath killing things. Fantastic. Alright, so there we go. 2 more provinces. Not bad. Lots of events this turn as well. First up, Forest of the Lost. So this is another event connected to the natural expanding forest event. An old man clad in green had been seen wandering in the forest. Well, in the woods. Yeah, we might get attacked by Vinogres next, which would be unfortunate. But can't do much about it. Dovin, we got a free lab, a Death Gem, a Nature Gem, and a Black Steel Tower Shield. Not terribly useful. There's nothing we really want to recruit in Dovin. We don't want to fort it. No mages there. But who knows, it is a place we can get gems and items out of now, I guess. Maybe that'll be useful at some point in the future. Who knows. And 5 death gems in Ultimativia. Not too bad. We did also manage to recruit Bernard's Brave Men as well, which is quite good. And here's the map now. Katiz's cap, as it turns out, is right here. Which is interesting. I would have thought they'd beeline straight for the farmlands. However... yeah, this is just a lot of heavy cavalry everywhere, so I guess that makes sense. He managed to spread out in both directions to his east and west, though, which is, you know... makes you wonder where his expansion army is. Although it is turn 7, people probably have multiple armies at this point. Speaking of which, we now have 2 expanding forces besides our god. So over in Eriu, going to move out Bernard and his Pikeneers, renamed Mercenary Pikeneers. These are pretty nice units. I mean, they've got 2 stars of experience. They're not too bad. A length 5 pike is pretty cool. They are merging up with my Prophet, who I gave the Black Steel Tower Shield to because, I mean, why not? And a couple of Sacreds, some slings. We just arranged like this. Once our Sacreds get quickened, they should catch up pretty quickly and chuck their javelins and then, I don't know, hopefully walk around the pikes? Wasn't sure whether to put these on sparse line or not. Maybe that's better? But when they hit first, before the Sacreds catch up, they'll get surrounded more easily. I don't know. Let's just put it on... No, let's put it on... I don't know, actually. Can't make that much of a difference, right? Let's put them on sparse line. I don't know. They're arranged like this, though. We also have our Prophet blessing and doing smites. I think that'll be fine, no matter how it's scripted. We're just hitting a couple of Wolf Tribe first up. That should go okay. And then we'll just see what's over in this direction. The other red arrow is moving 2 guys over to Ultimativia. I'm going to try and get some buildings up next turn. Maybe just start a fort. Maybe if we're lucky, get up a fort and a temple, since our temples are pretty cheap. We'll see. But those guys are going to move over and do that. If only the Bard can start the fort, then at least the She-Lord can search for A2 sites. That's something. Over in Trollland, we can also search for water sites with the Banshee. And my dragon's going to fly all the way over to Terram. Seems like a pretty easy pickup. I'm a bit reluctant to go too far outside my Dominion. And I'm a bit reluctant to hit big indies. I'm sure we'll be okay against a lot of these, but just a bit of a risk, you know? We don't really want to just lose the god randomly. We're sort of screwed at that point. So Terram's a nice easy province. We'll just hit that one. Light inf, heavy inf, 2 crossbows. Looks very small on the map. We should grab both of those. Now that does cut off these guys though, so they're going to hit the Crystal Amazons instead. Hopefully Katiz isn't here, that would be awkward. But yeah, we're still arranged the same way. Up in the corner in a block, getting blessed. Crystals are all archers, which glamour troops don't really like ranged weapons. I'm pretty sure all ranged weapons ignore glamour, right? But whatever. We'll get quickened and we'll rush towards them, and we should kill them all pretty easily once we get on them. So I'm pretty sure all 3 of those will go okay. We'll just see how many losses we have in these 2 provinces. If I arranged my units incorrectly here, and yeah, if we're a bit outclassed here. But it might be nice to pick up some more of this territory if we manage to get over here with 2 little squads. That would be cool. Not much else to say. In our 2 mountain provinces, I did start recruiting 2 crofters though. Might as well start free spawning cows. I think having a bunch of cows will be useful for siege strength. But I'll show off the cows once we start spawning them anyway. I haven't really looked at them myself, but I remember seeing them once in another game a long time ago. It's going to take 2 turns to get them anyway. I'll recruit them both, send them to my cap, and then just start making them. Get to see what they look like. And yeah, for now that's the turn. So things aren't too bad. I switched to recruiting Banshees again in my cap instead of the She-Lord, just because they're a bit cheaper. I might stop recruiting units soon as well. Just going to try and prioritize an early fort. So yeah, maybe dial back the recruitment a little bit. Not recruiting scouts at the moment either. But, you know, just for a few turns while we get some buildings set up. Only turn 7. We should have 13 provinces next turn, if all goes well. So expansion's pretty solid. We'd probably easily hit 20 provinces by the end of the year if, you know, we have space. And hopefully our income is pretty nice as well. We need a nice gold event now. You're always waiting for that early kind of gold event when you've got turmoil luck skills. Haven't had it yet, but maybe we'll get one soon. But anyway, that was turn 7. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. Search for sites, didn't find any again, unfortunately. And then a couple of battles. First up, Terram. Throwing the dragon into... what was this one? Oh yeah, a couple of crossbows. Wow, 5 crossbows. Not really... a couple of heavy infantry up here as well. And light infantry. And that's it. So... probably pretty easy, I would imagine. Terrible breath. That was an awful breath. That's a bit better. That's pretty bad, actually, overall. We lost down to 108 hit points. Well, took it anyway. There we go. Comsath next. It's my sacreds. Hitting the Crystal Amazons. This is quite a lot as well. I wondered after watching this if it would have been better to have the guys just on attack instead of fire. Standing there javelining does not really seem as effective as just running up and stabbing, to be honest. Either way though, the result is the same. End up taking the province. It says Comsath. We did lose 2 of the Dinyashi, but that was a lot of Crystal Amazons we had to get through, so... it is what it is. Grey Forest was the last one. So, new army. With these sparse line formation pikeneers. Is that correct? I don't know. I mean, our sacreds do walk through quite nicely and throw javelins. I don't know. I mean, it works. Whatever. Took the province. Lost 4 of the pikeneers. That's okay. Took another province. We also spied Ulm attacking some dudes as well. Another pretty small province, though. This is, I believe, 11 Black Knights. Very high protection. Decent combat speed. Lots of attacks with a lance that does break. But even so. I imagine these guys just dissolve once... Alright, it took a little bit more time than I thought it would, but... the outcome not really in any doubt. Says Mountains of Evernight. I'll look at where that is in a moment. We did also get an event in Eriu this time. 864 gold from a forgotten vault beneath the treasury. In addition to that, we got a thunderbow and an enchanted ringmail. So, not bad. Thunderbow is, not bad. It's a nice longbow that also does a little area of shock damage, max 1 point. It's pretty decent. And enchanted ringmail is just a cheap astral body armor. I think that's construction 0. I think I was just saying last turn it would be nice to get a gold event, and there we go. Free 800 gold, pretty good. Yeah, so we can see Ulm here. I can also see another neighbor over here. This is Shinuyama. I might end up accidentally referring to them as Yomi throughout the game. So just to make absolutely certain you all know, this is definitely MA, this is definitely Shinuyama. But Ulm is over here with the Black Knights. Now we could send the guys in Comseth into Trenchport this turn. They do actually kind of link up here. It's kind of odd looking, but yeah. We can go through Bog of Beasts and get there. But I sent a message to Almany Cities, was planning to attack this, so I'm not going to push the issue, it's fine. We're on course to end on a pretty decent number of provinces without agitating a neighbour. So I'm going to leave this for Ulm. He's always going to sit here for a second. That'll be okay. We also took Grey Forest. This is technically another coast. I want to fort this one as well. Probably not. But I'll try and get Lost Canyon Range next with it, which is a coast and would be much better to fort. So I'll try and do that. And Dragon's going to fly to Urfel. So not much change here. Dragon's been pushed forward a bit since we're going at archers. He's on fire archers instead of fire closest. Hopefully that goes okay. Lost Canyon Range is still set up the same. It's still on sparse line. Could also be okay. I'll probably just try and take Lost Canyon and Soaked Earth while we have the mercenaries. If this remains free as well, maybe that'll be a luxury pickup too, but these 3 provinces I think are all we're really going to get over here, and that's okay. The outer ring of provinces are, they still look really bad. We've got Anglovania, Tenera, Promised Land we can see has tons of knights as well. Knights. This is Kitz's cap, of course, but yeah. We're going to have to go through some of this stuff. So I used the gold we got from events this turn for a couple of things. First up, Ultimatifia is getting a lab and a palisades immediately, so that's quite nice. I think that cost us like 1100 gold in and of itself. Over in Comseth though, I've started building a temple since they're pretty cheap. I'll get a temple down in Comseth because it does let us recruit their crystals, and we're probably going to want to do that. So a temple lets us get priestesses who might come with magic. And then we can get a lab later for the Sorks. That'll be fine. But I'm building a temple here, and I'm also going to bid on the mercenaries that came up this turn. So I just put the gold that we had left, which was quite a lot. 301 on the Snake Charmer. 301 is a pretty big bid for the Snake Charmer. I'd be surprised if we don't get it, because he basically just comes with militia. But militia do have a great role in catching a lance charge, so we'll just throw them immediately into this province and bring my sacreds with them. And I'm hoping that just takes the province fine. We'll see. Hopefully a bunch of the militia don't just die immediately and then the whole thing routs. That would be a shame. But in theory, we can send this army plus all those militia mercenaries into this. A couple of the militia die from the lance charge, and then we clean up. And if that stays alive, we can probably go through, well, maybe not Nom, because that's Scissors, but we'll try and get a couple of these with that technique anyway. Otherwise, no other changes to report. Recruitment and error is the same. Research is still pretty much the same as well. 2 turns till we hit alteration 2. But besides that, things are okay. We're definitely coming to the end of expansion though, unless we can force our way through lots of these provinces, so we have to think about who to attack. Probably Pythium. I know Katiz has the disease dominion, which is always awkward. And I mean, it might be better to attack Katiz earlier than later though, because we might struggle to deal with a lot of skeletons. We can banish and we can do dust to dust with the D1 guys, but I don't know. Ulm, I think, is pretty tough early on, right? Especially since their units look very good. Probably going to want to dodge those guys for a bit. I'm not sure. Pythium, though, is kind of weak early on, right? The next few scouts I start recruiting, I might send down through Pythiums there and see what they look like. Might also be worth trying to pick up the 2 thrones next to us early, though. This one I think is a bit tougher because there's lots of Springhawks. There is a huge Anunnaki of the sky. That one we probably leave for a bit. But this one looks like, what, lizards, heavy infantry, crocodiles? Might be doable with a lot of stuff. And this one is just woodsmen, so might also be doable. I guess we'll see what happens. Anyway, fingers crossed these 2 provinces go fine, and fingers crossed we get the mercenaries in Comseth next turn as well. That was turn 8, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hello, welcome back. 2 more battles. First in Lost Canyon range. More mercenary action. Province is a little bit bigger, but not really very interesting still. Goes fine. So there's Lost Canyon range. And also Earthfall. This was lots of horse tribe. Dragon does 1 breath, not amazing. Second one, much better. Third one routs them all. So, also pretty good. There's Earthfall. 2 more events. This is a nice one. A priest has been warning people about the end of the world, giving us 300 gold. Some dominion and a bit of unrest as well. And in Grey Forest we got a few gems. We also managed to recruit the Snake Charmer. So yeah, it's 50 militia. Or are you light infantry? No, militia. Okay. I'm not sure if this army is going to work or anything. Because I think if a lot of militia die, it'll just all rout immediately, which will just trigger everything routing. But who knows, we'll give it a shot. These guys are going to meet up in... Well, they're going to bunch up and attack Verdant Steppe. This looks very big. Militias, knights, and longbows. We'll just give it a shot. These guys are on attack cavalry immediately, so they'll hit the lance charge, and then my sacreds will get blessed and throw javelins at the knights. But yeah, I don't know if this is going to work exactly, but we'll give it a shot. Katiz has managed to take Villia, so they'll probably take all these provinces now, unless we get at least one of them. So we'll give that a shot up here. We've got a temple. Oh, that means we can recruit some crystal priestesses as well now. I might as well. It's probably worth doing for a bit. Yeah, but we'll attack Verdant Steppe and see how that goes. Mercenaries with the Sacreds in Lost Canyon Range did discover a mine of superior iron here. So that's nice if we build a fort here. It is kind of a lame province though. 4.7k pop. 57 rec points. 57 isn't that bad, I suppose. It could be worse. I might put a fort down here anyway. I mean, these 2 provinces are going to get forted, I think. We might as well, they are coasts. But we're going to attack Soaked Earth now. Just lizards. Got the same script. Should be fine. I told Ulm I was attacking this, so up to them if they want to be obnoxious. I'm wondering if they're going to take this. It would be a bit awkward for them to hold, but I'm not going to say anything if they do take it. But hopefully they go after this instead. which is adjacent to Ashdod. Ashdod are scary. They have very good sacred units. We have a Anarchite sitting here, and a huge wooden Colossus. Interesting. Hopefully they leave us alone for now. Well, that's Ashdod's cap as well. Noticed that until now. Okay. Speaking of caps, by the way, is it normal that Shinuyama has like 5 wastelands in their cap circle? Seems a bit much, I don't know. Pretty odd starting location. Does Shinu like wastelands? I have no idea. That did also kind of surprise me. Anyway, what else are we doing? So we're attacking this province and this province. That should be okay. We've got 2 crofters this turn. They're going to head to my cap and start making cows. Pretty nice. In Eriu, I've added a few furbolg to the recruitment. We'll have a little army next turn. We can move down here, maybe try and take these 2 provinces. That would be quite nice. You can't see much of Pythium, but I mean, if this is still untaken, maybe they have quite poor expansion. I don't know. But we'll move some stuff down. Ultimatifia, we're building a temple, and we have a palisades and a lab already. So I've queued up recruitment of an enchanter. It's going to take 4 turns, but might as well make a start now. And also going to get a few line tribe warriors as well. These guys have javelins. We can move the stuff in our cap here to pick those up and then attack Godwoods probably. That might be nice. So we'll see how that goes. My dragon is going to move to Chilad. That's pretty central, so we can get to lots of places from there if we need to. And it's also a nice little spot to start site searching, I think. So we'll search for some water sites in the mountain provinces. Probably pretty good. We're site searching Grey Forest this turn with the Banshee that we have. We can then search Soaked Earth next turn. Well, move to Soaked Earth next turn. Search there next. That's all fine. I've queued up scout recruitment again. So we're getting scouts in Chilad as well as Mapito and Dovan. I'm going to try and get buildings up in Terim and Korumu, I think. Next. So I'm moving 1 Banshee over to Korumu to start a fort. Then we can move a scout over here to take over construction of that. And the Banshee can build the temple and the lab. And I did also put a almost minimum bid on Far Strikers this turn. So these are longbow archers, which isn't super useful, but it's worth a small bid. We had quite a bit of gold this turn. So I bid on them here, and yeah, when this stuff moves down and we attack Godwoods, they can join in with that, I suppose. That'll be okay. That, though, is the turn. So it's turn 9 now. We didn't do bad on provinces, coming to the end of expansion. Things still seem okay. Lots of neighbours we can see. Hopefully we get left alone for a little bit. Mercenary contract's going to expire, that's fine. Scout is standing still, in case I want to put up a fort, that's fine. But that was turn 9. So thanks as always for watching, hope you're enjoying it, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.